Welcome back, guys, for this final Week 2 NRL clash. For the last week's round, we have got 4 out of 4. The first weekend of the NRL finals is in the books, with 2 thrilling elimination clashes ending the respective seasons of Canberra and Cronulla. Brisbane started the weekend in style with a 26-0 victory at home against the Storm, before reigning premiers Penrith proved too strong for the Warriors on Saturday afternoon. In a narrow fixture on Saturday night, the red-hot Roosters escaped and continued their winning ways for another week, before the Knights sent their home fans into raptures with an extra-time triumph. The Knights have overcome a huge scare, eliminating the Raiders from the finals with a thrilling 30-28 extra-time win at Newcastle. It means they will travel across the ditch to play the Warriors next Saturday in a game that will be played early on Saturday afternoon AEST. Elsewhere, the Roosters dumped the Sharks out of the finals with a huge 13-12 victory at PointsBet Stadium on Sunday night, booking their spot in the second week of finals. Now the Roosters will face the Storm in a blockbuster clash on Friday night. Storms vs. Roosters. The Storm won both matchups against the Roosters throughout the 2023 regular season but face a much different prospect this time around, with Trent Robinson's side full of confidence after extending their winning streak to 6. Not only are the Storm coming off a demoralizing defeat, but they also have the added anguish of Ryan Papenhuizen's fractured ankle to deal with as they look to put their premiership campaign back on track. Perhaps most alarming for coach Craig Bellamy was his side's disjointed attack, with star halves Cameron Munster and Jarome Hughes throwing very little at the Broncos in a performance far removed from they dished up for most of the season. The Roosters have injuries dramas of their own after a tense struggle with the Sharks, but they arrive at Amy Park with a strong belief that they can march on for at least another week and set up a preliminary final blockbuster against the Panthers. That would pit 2 of the best teams of the modern era against one another, but first the Roosters must triumph at Amy Park, a ground where they have won just 4 times in 11 matches. Team news. Storm. Xavier Coates is in doubt after picking up a minor syndesmosis injury last week, and if he is ruled out, a recall looms for either Remus Smith or Grant Anderson. With Ryan Papenhuisen undergoing surgery over the weekend, Bronson Garlick could be recalled to the bench after serving as 18th man in Finals Week 1. Powerhouse center Justin Olam could also be in line for a recall as the Storm look to stiffen up their defense and add potency to their attack. Roosters. Billy Smith-Jaw and Joseph Suaalii concussion are both out, while star center Joseph Manu is racing the clock to overcome a hamstring injury. The Roosters could be boosted by the return of veteran winger Daniel Tupou. Siua Wong is an option to start in the centers, having filled in admirably mid-game against the Sharks, while Corey Allen could also make a return. Stat attack. The 26-0 loss to Brisbane was the first time the Storm have been held scoreless since round 15, 2020, 14-0 v Eels. The Roosters have won 8 of their 12 finals matches since the opening week of the 2018 finals series, when they went on to win the premiership. Roosters captain James Tedesco has scored 7 tries in his past 9 finals matches. I'm going to tip Storms to win. Warriors vs. Knights. All eyes on SJ Clune set to step up. The Knights arrive in Auckland riding a 10-game winning streak and looking to ride the red-hot form of Kalyn Ponga all the way to an unlikely preliminary final berth. A win over the Warriors would see the Knights equal the club record of 11 in a row, set back in 2001-02 when an immortal named Johns was the hottest ticket in town. After sending the Knights faithful home happy on Sunday, Adam O'Brien's men now need to find a way to win in a hostile environment in Auckland against a Warriors outfit that showed plenty of grit in its loss to the Panthers. The scoreline finished at an unflattering 32-6, but given they trailed 20-0 at halftime and had just 43% of possession for the match, the Warriors could take plenty of heart from the performance. The Warriors opened the 2023 season with a win over the Knights in Wellington before Newcastle returned serve at McDonald Jones Stadium in round 6, so plenty of water has flowed under the bridge since those 2 meetings. With a trip to Brisbane for a preliminary final against the Broncos up for grabs, an intriguing contest awaits between 2 clubs who have given their fans much to be proud of 2023. Team news. Warriors. All eyes will be on Sean Johnson during the week as he looks to return from the calf injury that kept him out of Saturday's loss to the Panthers. Should Johnson fail to come up, Tamar Martin and Dylan Walker would likely remain in the halves, although youngster Ronald Volkman could also come into contention. Knights. Jackson Hastings looks set to be sidelined by an ankle injury, so Adam Clune would step back in as he did in the final 3 rounds of the regular season. Lachlan Fitzgibbon, shoulder, will be monitored but is expected to be right to play. Stat Attack. The Knights have won just 8 of 22 matches at Go Media Stadium. Knights wingers Dom Young and Greg Marzhew have 46 tries between them in 2023 compared to Dallin Watton-Zalesniak and Marcelo Montoya's combined tally of 30. Warriors prop Aden Fanua-Blake is averaging 66 post-contact meters per game in 2023. I'm going to tip Knights to win. Thanks for watching. Here is my tipping summary. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment your teams for this final Week 2 round.